So do a little bit explaining, what is a lifetime ISA?
Well, this hopefully starts on the 6th of April. The lifetime ISA, or LISA, or Lisa. Let's go with LISA. I'm going with LISA. We're going to call it a LISA from now on. The LISA is a new product which you can put up to £4,000 a year in, and then you get up to 25% added on top to whatever you contribute. So if you put £1,000 in, you'll have £1,250. If you put £4,000 in the maximum, you'll have £5,000. And that bonus is paid every year until you're aged 50. Now, as you can start at the age of 18 and it goes to age 50, that's where the £32,000 comes from, because it's a maximum £1,000 a year. What's it for? Well, the money has to be used by first-time buyers towards a home deposit. And first-time buyer means literally that. You can never have owned a home before. If you inherited one, if you part-owned one, if you owned one 15 years ago and sold it then, you are not a first-time buyer. So first-time buyers towards a residential property worth up to £450,000. Or it can be used for retirement savings. So that means you can take the money once you're age 60 and spend it on whatever you like. If you don't use it for any of those purposes and you want to take the money out, there's a penalty. Now I'm going to go with Philip.
Oh, is he going to get
you pulled the face at me? You pulled the face at me last week. You pulled the face at me. This is your punishment for pulling a face. No, OK. So, OK. All right.
Just got a calculator.
You get a 25% bonus when you put the money in.
Yeah.
And then if you take it out not for a first-time buyer retirement, there's a 25% penality.
Right.
Do you end up with more, less, or the same as you started with? 25% bonus going in.
Well, you get slightly more, wouldn't you? Because would you have interest on that?
No, we'll ignore the interest. You would have a little bit of interest. 25% bonus, 25% coming out. It was nice, though.
Well, let's say the same.
No.
Yeah.
Less. You get, in fact, it's about 6% less. Here you go. I'll do it really simply for you so everybody can understand. Let's pretend it was 10%. You got £1,000. 10% on top of £1,000 is £1,100. So you've got £1,100. 10% off £1,100 leaves you at £990. You always, if it goes up by the same percent and then goes down by the same percent, you always start with less than you started out. So if you withdraw it for any other purpose, there's a 6% hit. So you only want to put money in there if you're going to use it as a first-time buyer or for retirement.
That's the rule.
And then the final one. And this is the thing that everybody at home's going to go, oh. You have to be aged under 40 to open it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that.
Now,
so
that
it definitely
means,
sounds like a younger person's deal.
So, if your birthday, you're 40 on the 6th of April this year, 2017, the day it starts, you can't get one. If your birthday's on the 7th of April, you must open it on the 6th of April, because you've got to open it before you're 40. So that's the deadline. You have to be aged over 18 to open it.
So you're saying that every first-time buyer should put £1 in?
I do. I absolutely think every first-time buyer should put £1 in, or whatever the minimum is, because, as I'll come to later, we're not sure which accounts are going to be available yet. And the reason for that's simple. To use it as a property as a first-time buyer, you have to have held it for a year. So you can't use it, get the bonus straight away and use it straight away. So on the 6th of April, go and open one, even if you're not planning to buy just yet. Even if you're a parent or grandparent with an 18-year-old who think one day they might want to save for it to be a first-time buyer, get one of these open, because then tick-tock, tick-tock, that clock starts ticking. And then when you've got the money to put in, you can then put the £4,000 in, you get the £1,000 bonus, and you can use it straight away if you've had it for more than a year. So that's the biggest problem with it, is you've got to hold it for a year before you can use it as a first-time property. So I would open one as a first-time buyer.
This is going to be great.
It's going to be absolutely huge. Yeah, it could be £3,000, £4,000, £5,000 if you're saving over 5 years for a house.